1 second. Give me 1 second here. Let's see something. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Everybody, Rashida Strober here. The world's first and only dark-skinned activist is in the building. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal weekend. Yes, just a few announcements here before I get into the meat of what I want to make this video about today, which is a very, very important topic that I gotta speak on. I can't let this one go. But anyway, some of you may know and some of you may not know that my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, has actually been accepted onto the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. Yes, and it's gonna be I'm gonna be doing a performance reading the weekend of Labor Day weekend, and that's gonna be like August 31st through September 2nd. So I am looking for sponsors. Make sure you guys support. Make sure you guys, and when I say support, I mean monetary support. Make some donations. You can support and sponsor the production. And when I say production, what I mean, it is a production, because there are travel expenses associated with me having to drive to Atlanta and that kind of thing. So I am looking for sponsors. If you guys want to sponsor, you can go to my Cash App, my PayPal, or my GoFundMe. And the play is called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And I'm going to give you all the Cash App. But the play is called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And this play details the true story of the dark-skinned black female living in the world, what we really go through. And I want everybody to know and understand that I started this platform regarding colorism advocacy. I created it, I started it before there was social media, before there was the internet. I started this because I wanted to shed light, and not only shed light, but to stop what some people would call colorism, but what I call darkism. And so that's why I started this platform called A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge in 1998, before social media was even invented, before there was anybody on YouTube talking about colorism. You know, now people are talking about colorism because they want views. No, I am the originator of this entire lane before there was social media. I want to be absolutely clear. So when I ask you to support A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, you're supporting the original. You're supporting a play that was written way back in 2006. Understand? Before social media started popping off. You know, there's a lot of fake ass people out here that have stolen from my brand. It pisses me off to this day. They're not dark-skinned activists. You ain't done what I've done. You can't do what I do. You can't do what I do. You can't do it from your heart and soul. All you could do is try to copy my template. A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge is the original play about the real dark-skinned female experience. So when you're supporting that, when you're supporting A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, you're supporting what's real. So Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, once again, that's my one-woman play about darkism. And it's going to be premiering at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival Labor Day weekend, August 31st through September 2nd. And I'm looking for sponsors. Now, how can you support? Number one, you can go to my Cash App, which is $RASHIDALALA. $RASHIDALALA. That's $RASHIDALALA. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hey, Telescope 3. Once again, that Cash App is $RASHIDALALA. You can also go to my GoFundMe and become a supporter of this play that's on the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. You can go to my GoFundMe by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Once again, Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe, and you will see my GoFundMe pop up. Or you can go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Okay, so yeah, those are the ways you can support financially the work of dark skin activism and the world's first and only dark skin activist in the building. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, the website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that is darkskinactivist.com, and all of my financial donation platforms are on my website, darkskinactivist.com. And you can look in the description to any of my videos on my channel, and you'll see the Cash App and the GoFundMe and the PayPal and all that other kind of stuff. Y'all excuse me while I wipe my eyes. All right. So now, listen. In A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, in my play, I wrote about 6 dark-skinned women that come from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and that's why I had to, one of the reasons why I had to make this live today, because it ties in to the theme of my play. I told y'all I invented this. I heard about this story recently, and I honestly cannot remember exactly where I heard it from. I think I probably saw it on the news somewhere. And to me, you know, because I put a picture of, I think her name is Dr. Stuart Mitchell. I put a picture of her. That's the woman in the thumbnail. I put that same picture on my Facebook, I want to say about 3 or 4 days ago, and some of y'all coming on there talk about she's not dark skinned. Well, she's dark skinned to me. That's another thing I don't like. Now that there is the dark skinned activist in the building, and the dark skinned activist done put all this work on casting a light, no pun intended, on darkism, now people want to take away dark skin from dark skinned women. You want to say that women that are dark skinned are not dark skinned. You see people trying to do everything they can to take from dark skinned people in general and dark skinned women in particular. And yes, it makes me angry. It pisses me the fuck off. Because can't nobody tell me, you cannot tell me how to articulate, how to express, how to feel, because you're not me. You're not a dark-skinned woman. So I am angry at those people that want to try to sit here and tell me my experience and how I'm supposed to articulate how I feel about my experience as a dark-skinned black woman. That you will not take away. So to those of you that set your ass up there on my Facebook, talk about this young lady isn't dark skinned, she is dark. To me, she's dark skinned. Healthy black pill diet too. You said you elect Rashida. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, y'all, I've been fighting for years to stop darkism. At the end of the day, I've been fighting for equality of dark-skinned people my damn near half of my life, over half of my life. You understand? So, you know, I just find it insulting when people come and look at a woman that is clearly not a light-skinned woman. She's not light-skinned at all, because you don't want to give her credit for being dark-skinned, and you don't want to acknowledge the darkism that she's going through. You'll sit there and say, well, she's not dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? She's not dark-skinned, but she is dark-skinned to me. Okay? So, here's what happened in this particular situation from my understanding of things. That this dark-skinned woman, Dr. Stuart Mitchell, is a doctor. I cannot remember the type of doctor she is. I do know that it's either like dentistry or maybe a medical doctor. I can't remember. I know that she works at a clinic, and I think it's somewhere in the state of Texas. And she must have, and I'm not 1,000% sure about this, but she must have started a new job, or she may have started a new job, because she received a $16,000 bonus check. Okay, so I don't know if she started a new job, or if she met some type of quota. I don't know the details behind it, but I do know that the $16,000 that this young lady received was a bonus check. Okay. Now, she goes into Chase Bank, and these two non-dark skinned, jealous, envious, hating ass, broke ass bitches, because that's what the fuck they are. They sat there and they committed what I call in my book entitled Darkism. I have the first dark skin glossary of terms in my book Darkism. I call it systemic economic darkism. So what these two broke, ugly bitches, and they're ugly on the outside as well as the inside because they're jealous. They committed what I call systemic economic darkism. And how did they commit systemic economic darkism? By impeding this dark-skinned woman's personal economics. And how did they do that? Because what they basically did was accuse her of being a fucking fraud. That's what they did. They accused her of, well, you're not a doctor. This check is fake. You're a fucking fake. Why? Because at the end of the day, a dark-skinned black woman cannot be a doctor. A dark-skinned, see, this is what these bitches are. Filthy piece of shit, non-dark-skinned whores. I'm gonna talk about your bitch asses, cause you need to be talked about. You need to be talked about. You're evil. You're evil, low down, dirty, broke, jealous bitches. That's what the fuck you are. You're mad because number one, she's dark skinned. And dark skinned people are not supposed to be walking up in no bank with no motherfucking $16,000 check. What the fuck? A dark-skinned person ain't supposed to walk up in a motherfucking bank with a motherfucking $16,000 bonus check. What the fuck? So that's motherfucking number one, bitch. And when I say bitch, I'm talking to you jealous, non-black, ugly bitches. Yes. Number two, you combine that dark skin with being young and dark skin. Young and dark skin. Now, I don't know how old these non-dark skin bitches are. I don't motherfucking know how old they are. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. My apologies for that, y'all. But like I was saying, if you couple her with being dark skinned and young, these bitches is mad. Now let's throw in being dark skinned, young, and educated. Now that's three things right there. Dark skin, follow me. Young, educated. Now, let's throw in a fourth thing. Not only is she educated, bitch, she's a fucking doctor. She's a motherfucking doctor, bitch. And them motherfuckers were jealous. Everybody in society knows, in American society and even in other societies, that doctors are among an elite social class. And usually, within that social class, you don't find a whole lot of, within that social class, you don't find a whole lot of young, black, female, dark-skinned, young, black, female, dark-skinned doctors. Now, shout out to Married to the Medicine, because one thing I can say I do like about Married to the Medicine is that they got two dark-skinned doctors, two dark-skinned female dark skin. I'm gonna make motherfuckers mad. I said dark skin. Bitch, I didn't say brown skin. I didn't say light skin. I said dark skin. I don't stutter. Shout out to Married to the Medicine, because Married to the Medicine got two very successful dark-skinned doctors. What? Dr. Simone? And what's the other doctor name? Somebody could throw it in there. Somebody put her name in the comment section. Beautiful, dark-skinned, successful doctors. I like to shout them out for showcasing them. And that's one of the very few reality shows I actually like, because you're dealing with educated, highly educated, in a specialized type of education. In terms of being a doctor, you got to be an intelligent motherfucker and bring this shit when you dark